8 Steps to Find a Healthy Partner When You're Quitting Porn. I'm Dr. Trish Leigh. Welcome back. Let's talk about the 8 C's to moving through a healthy process to start dating and to find yourself a honey so you can have a lot of beautiful sex while having an amazing relationship. Okay, let's start with C number 1. C number 1 is check in with yourself. So let's say you're out and you're at the store with your buddies and you see a beautiful woman across the room and she's gorgeous. You like the way she looks, you like her body. So you're checking her out. Instead of checking her out, check in. So what's going on internally? Do you just want to have sex with her? Is it only sexual thoughts? Purely physical? If it is, end of story. That's C number 1. You can move on until you're in a healthier place, or you find a different person who inspires you to move through the next 7 C's, because we are not talking about hooking up with people. We're not talking about one night stands or even going on dates so you can only have sex with that person. It's objectification. It's firing up the old neural pathways of porn and fantasy, not what we are doing. We are talking about a whole person connection, which, yes, usually starts in a physical sense. You see a person and you're inspired to know more about them, but it's not just sexual. It's more than that. And when I met my husband, I owned a restaurant and I'd always be behind the bar and I'd be laughing. And there was this distributor, long story, we won't even go there. There was this distributor who would always be sitting there and I would end up laughing. And my husband later on told me that every time he saw me crack up behind the bar, it just made him want to come over and talk to me. That wasn't him looking at, just body parts of mine just to get that hit of dopamine. It was more than that. It's whole person connection. So let's move through the next C's. But remember, check in. If it's just a dopamine hit for sex, move on, get back into your quit porn program, your brain rewire program here, and table it for a different time. But if you're moving on to C number 2, establish eye contact. So establish eye contact with the person and see them as a whole person, not just the parts of their body that your eyes may gravitate to in an objectified way. So when you make eye contact, you are locking in with that person. You're seeing them as more than just a body for sex. And if you still are engaged and you want to keep moving forward with the rest of the C's, you're in a good place. So the next C is give that person a cheeky smile. Now, the reason I use the word cheeky is because it's authentic. It's the smile that you would give if you were laughing. It's your smile, not a fake smile that you think that person is going to find attractive. You want to be yourself through this process. If you attract someone while you're not being yourself, then you have to not be yourself from there on out. And that is not what we're talking about. Cheeky smile, your smile, the one that is the true you from the inside to connect with the true you of the other person. Cheeky smile. Okay, next, then you have to move forward and engage and approach with confidence. And I know that might be difficult for you, but you might have to fake it till you make it or put some action steps in place to be able to feel more confident. But approaching with confidence is necessary. So shoulders back, head high, walking slowly and confidently towards said person so that you can begin to engage. So the next C, we're on C number 5, is closeness. If you see a person across the room, you want to move towards them. Proximity. You've already smiled, you've already made eye contact, you're going in, but you're going in a positive way because remember, sex isn't your goal. Connection and moving forward is your goal. So when you move forward, you're gaining closeness and proximity. Okay, number 6. This one's a stretch in the C department. It's concierge. So if you've ever been to a hotel, there's a concierge, or a nice hotel at least, there's a concierge desk where you can get your needs met. If you need a reservation, if you need to figure out some fun things to do, concierge is where you get your needs met. as you move forward and you're trying to build true, authentic connection in a genuine way with this person, being the true you, you want to be able to offer something. And again, this goes back to recovery from porn addiction, give to receive. So you want to offer that person help with something. Remember, an authentic way. If they don't need help, you're going to move to the next C. But think of a way that you can serve that person in that moment. So if they need help with something, if they need to reach something on the top shelf because we're going for shopping, if they drop something, you can help them. Now, if you don't want to help them and serve them, but keep that in the back of your mind, because let me just tell you one more thing about that is that when people receive help from someone, they feel the desire to give back to that person, and it can really help when we get to C number 8. Okay, so C number 7, though, is to compliment. If you can't quickly figure out a way to serve that person, that one person in that one moment, then compliment them. Say something kind to them, not about a body part, but compliment their sneakers. And in 6 and 7, I want to tell you that yes, you can build an arsenal of compliments or ways to serve people, but it really has to be personalized to the person in the moment to be authentic. So remember that. You can't have pickup lines. You can't always tell someone that their eyes look like liquid, blue pools of loveliness. It doesn't work. It has to be true and authentic in the moment. So when you see the person, and if they have the most beautiful brown eyes you've ever seen, or if they have a laugh that you like, you can say, "I love your laugh. It's cracking me up from across the room." Compliment. So make sure it's authentic. Okay, and then let's move on to C number 8. C number 8 is call to action. You want to ask that person, say, "You know what? I noticed you and I'd like to spend some more time with you. Can I give you my Snapchat? Can I give you my phone number? Can we connect on Instagram?" Whatever feels good to you, whatever level. And remember that in building a relationship, this is step by step by step. Any person who's ready to go home with you in that moment is not a healthy partner. In this video and on this channel, we're talking about building healthy relationships. So a healthy person will not jump in the car with you. They want to meet you somewhere for coffee or for a drink or for lunch. Remember, baby steps to build connection. So being able to communicate is the first step. And honestly, that could be C number 9 for us here. I want to tell you that to be considerate and authentic, another C, is really important. And number 10, what not to do, do not be creepy. Nobody wants a creeper creeping in on them. And when you come off creepy, it's because you're not your authentic self. It's because you're trying too hard, because your goal is not true connection. It's because likely you want to have sex with that person, or you're objectifying them to get your needs met. That's why giving and serving back at step number 6 is important, because when you act as concierge and that person knows that you're really truly interested in building connection, then that is how you're going to be able to move forward. And there's so many people on this channel and in my program who have shared their stories of how this true authentic connection has happened once their porn brain has unwired and they're rewiring their brain in a healthy way. So many people don't believe me that as you get out of the screen and you leave porn behind, your electromagnetic field becomes healthier and it becomes more attractive. And if you use these steps, which are really positive, you will attract a partner to you. You'll have tons of great sex in the real world, and you'll have a beautiful relationship. So I hope that helps you out. And if you're looking for more help on this journey, please go over to drtrishleigh.com. There's programs in different shapes and sizes there for you. And as always, control your brain or it'll control you.